What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Water Juice channel. Welcome back to the Chicago Bears Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on the channel. And as you can see right behind Matt Nagy, who was on a very important phone call right now, probably with the president wanting to talk to him because he's such a great coach in the NFL, you can see that there are 4 Lombardi trophies behind him. That is right. If you missed last episode, I already spoiled it, but go back and watch it. It was a very good episode. It was one of my favorite episodes ever on the series. So go back and watch it. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any uploads, and hit the subscription button so you can join the family, join the Juice Club, baby. And let's get into this video, which is the off season, the 2023 off season. Now, I mentioned last episode at the end of it, I mentioned that this off season was going to be a big one because last season we didn't have any money because the salary cap was like glitched and broken for some reason. I don't know why it happened, but at the beginning of the 2023 season, I went to the settings and I changed it so I turned off salary cap, so there's no salary cap in this series anymore. So because I wanted to give it a fair chance because we were only going into our 4th season or our 5th season, and we hadn't really made any big free agent signings. So I wanted to give this series something fresh, some new faces, give them opportunity to come into the team. So that's what we're going to do in this episode. We are going to sign some free agents. I haven't seen the free agent list. I hope it's good. I'm hoping that it's not just like an embarrassing amount of horrible players that aren't going to be able to make it on the team. So let's go into it. I hope it's a good class of free agents. It is, oh, look who it is. Justin Herbert, a 99 overall, 26 years old. Can we go into his bio or something? Does he have a bio? I don't want to make him an offer. Let's go into see what he's got going on here. Justin Herbert, the former Chicago Bears quarterback. 2-time NFL MVP, 2-time Super Bowl champion with the Chicago Bears. And now he's at the free agent market. He is the highest overall rated player in the class, in the free agent class. Yeah, because Deerdorf is right behind him. But we are not going to sign him because we have our quarterback. We have Trevor Lawrence. We are going to keep him on the team as our starting quarterback. He proved all the doubters wrong, so we are going to do the same. We are going to prove all the doubters wrong and keep him on the team. And now we have a big choice to make here. Do we go with a young running back like a J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State, 24 years old? He doesn't have any offers yet. Or do we go with we could go with a Jonathan Taylor touchdown right there. Or do we go with a veteran like Le'Veon Bell or Melvin Gordon? You know what? None of these guys have bids in yet. I think I'm going to go in on a bid for Le'Veon Bell because I can always put him up on the transfer market and trade him. And I'm also going to go in for do I want to go in for JK? He's 82 overall at 24 years old, and Jonathan Taylor is 1 overall higher. I think I'm going to go in for Jonathan Taylor, but I'm only going to offer a 2-year contract just to bring in some new faces into this team. Offer him that contract. Wide receivers. Julio Jones is a wide receiver. Do we go with a big splash? He's 35 years old. He's a very aging receiver. But do we need another big-bodied receiver? We have Randy Moss. We have Calvin Johnson. We have Julian Fleming's already on the team. We have some big-bodied receivers. But do we bring in Julio Jones? Maybe we could get him on the minimum because he has no offers. So could we get him on a super cheap deal? I don't want to sign him for 7 years. Can we get him on a... You know what? Let's just go up to a $6 million deal for 1 year. There we go. I bet we could steal Julio for $6 million. Now, the tight end position is one that I am concerned about because it looks like Jesse James retired. The outlaw Jesse James has moved on. He's retired, it seems. So we are going to have to bring in another tight end. Mike Gesicki, a young tight end, 28 years old out of Penn State. We could snag him for cheap. Let's bring it down to $8.52 million from Mike Gesicki. And I'm also going to offer Tyler Eifert a deal. Just in case we don't get Gesicki, I'll offer him a $5.8 million deal. So we'll take those two tight ends. We are good on left tackle. We are good on left guard. We are good on center. Actually, he's 33. We might have to think about getting another center. Travis Frederick he's getting up there in age. Do we go with another center? I don't know. We might not have to think about that right now, but right tackle or right guard, we're good on that, and right tackle, we are good on that as well. So left end, we have Miles Murphy, the young draft pick we took last season, and we have the legend himself, YGM Grossmatos. So I don't know if we need to get anybody else. Jeffrey Simmons, 27 years old, 81 overall. I might have to come back to that. Defensive tackle is a place that I would like to upgrade a little bit. Maybe not take over for K-Part, but maybe just a nice backup. Maybe we go in for Larry Ogunjobi. What are they offering him? They're offering him like a $9 million. Wait, what are they offering him? They got 97 points on him. So if we get him on a 2-year deal, but we drop it down a lot, we could get Ogunjobi for $7 million. 2-year, $7 million. What's that give us? 79 points. That's not going to cut it. But we could get Timmy Jernigan on a cheap deal. If we drop that all the way down to $3 million even. There we go. 1-year, $3 million deal. We should be able to get Tim Jernigan. And look who's here. Aaron Donald is in the free agent pool. Melvin Ingram, the third, is also here. He's a pretty solid player, but you got to go for Aaron Donald. We got to make a big splash and get Aaron Donald. We could play him at defensive tackle. Let's give him a 3-year deal. Let's raise up the money because we are not going cheap on Aaron Donald. He does not deserve a cheap deal. He is a monster, even though he's 33. 3 years, $39 million for Aaron Donald. That should seal him. Khalil Mack is here as well. TJ Watt has a lot of people bidding for him, so we probably aren't going to be able to get him, but Khalil Mack is here. We might be able to bring Khalil Mack back to the Bears. Let's give him $10 million and then $4 million. Actually, $42 million. 3 years, $42 million for Khalil Mack. We are making some big signings, at least some big offers. Middle linebacker, we are solid, actually. I like our backup, DeGabriel Floyd, and obviously we have Ray Lewis. Right outside linebacker is Jalen Phillips, but then it kind of drops off with Leonard Floyd. So, do we go for somebody better? There's not really anybody better than Leonard Floyd here. I'm not really feeling anybody else. And then corner, Stephon Gilmore is here in the class. We are just going to be splashing a bunch of cash, aren't we? I'm locking down Stephon Gilmore. I am locking down Stephon Gilmore for 3 years, $27 million. Stephon Gilmore is going to be a Bear. Marcelino Ball. Ooh. We have Mr. 21. I'm good with free safeties right now. We have some good free safeties. Strong safety, though, we do lack a good backup. Isaiah Pryor, no shade to Isaiah Pryor. He's just not quite ready yet. Is there anybody that is ready, though? Von Bell is 29. Armani Hooker is 80 overall, 26 years old. He doesn't have any offers. You know what? I'll go in for a nice little cheap deal for Armani Hooker. He could be coming clutch for us. You never really know. There we go. Our kicker is solid at Justin Tucker. And then our punter is solid Cameron Johnston. So here are our negotiations. The biggest one, Aaron Donald. We offered him $20.9 million over 3 years with a bonus that gives him $39 million. And then we offered Khalil Mack $42 million. We offered Le'Veon Bell $9 million. Stephon Gilmore $27 million. And then we offered some cheap deals down here for some backup roles. Although Le'Veon Bell would also be a backup. He'd be our second string. But these two guys, Khalil Mack would obviously... Aaron Donald would obviously be playing defensive tackle. I would move him to defensive tackle. And yeah, that is going to be the first day of free agency. Let's simulate to next week and see if we signed any of those big names. And we get Tyler Eifert. We bring Tyler Eifert in. We get Aaron Donald. Huge signing. Aaron Donald is in. Jonathan Taylor touchdown is in. Tim Jernigan is in. Stephon Gilmore is in. Mike Gesicki is in. Khalil Mack is in. Ogunjobi rejects the contract. We kind of figured that he would reject it. Le'Veon Bell is in. And Armani Hooker has signed. So we get everybody that we wanted except for Ogunjobi. We knew that we wouldn't get him, and we also are waiting on Julio Jones as well. Justin Herbert has not signed yet. He waits. He wants to keep everybody in suspense. But do we go with a third-string quarterback, or do we stick with Marcus Mariota? I think Mariota is still our backup quarterback. I need to go and check my roster and see what everything's looking like now. We still have Marcus Mariota, 30 years old, 82 overall. He is a fine third-string quarterback. We don't need to get anybody else. And then our running back core is looking good. We can probably, now that I brought in Jonathan Taylor and Le'Veon Bell, we can probably trade James White, Master Teague, and Chuba Hubbard. Actually, I might be able to put Master Teague on the practice squad again. And at wide receiver, we're still looking to bring in Julio Jones. That would fill out our wide receiver core. We would have Randy Moss, Megatron, Rondale Moore, Julian Fleming, Julio Jones, and Josh Gordon. At tight end, Jesse James is still here. He just moved down, so he just lost his rating. So that's good. We didn't lose Jesse James. But we did bring in 2 more tight ends, so I might trade these 2 guys, or I might trade these 2 guys. Probably Noah Fant would be the one I would trade, not Darnell Washington. Our offensive line is fine, so we don't need to do that. Left end, Myles Murphy is solid. These 2 guys are safe. And then I'm probably going to put you on the practice squad again. I'm probably going to trade you, and Tyler Friday I'll cut, most likely. Defensive tackle, probably get rid of Marcel Darius. He's 67 overall. That's just tragic. You know what? I probably can't even get anything over for him. I'm just going to cut you. Sorry, Marcel. No hard feelings, bro. But like I said, Aaron Donald will probably play defensive tackle ahead of Capehart only because we have Nick Bosa to start at right end and we have Myles Murphy to start at left end. So Aaron Donald would be our number 1 defensive tackle, then Capehart, then Jernigan, and these 2 guys will probably just get rid of most likely. I'll probably find some place on the practice squad for Ellis Cheeks, but Aubrey Solomon probably going to get cut. Sorry about that, man. No hard feelings, but you're getting cut. And then we have left outside linebacker Khalil Mack will start for us. Popo will be our backup. And then we will find things for these guys. DQ Thomas is probably going to get cut. He's not making the cut. Dallas Gant might be able to get on the practice squad. Shaquille Barrett is better than Kyle Van Noy. So Kyle Van Noy, you got your Super Bowl ring, but you're gone. And then we got Leo Chanel, who's getting cut. Sorry. Don't like you. You didn't play. Taylor Thompson is a 68 overall. I'm sorry, bro, but you're getting cut as well. So we got our 2 middle linebackers. Baron Browning and Dante Hightower. I like Dante Hightower, but Baron Browning, you're 25 years old and you're 68 overall. You're just not going to cut it for me, bro. I'm sorry. You can't get on the practice squad anymore, so... Corners, we have so many corners. You two are going to be our starters. Then we'll have DeAndre Baker and Fred Davis. And then Super Bowl MVP Eli Apple. So these guys are the odd men out. You can go on the practice squad probably. I think you can still fit on the practice squad 2 years in. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need a 6th guy. So I'll probably choose Sean Wade. And then we'll get rid of Justin Lane and Josh Jobe. Josh Jobe will probably go to the practice squad. And then free safety Sean Taylor and Daxton Hill are safe. Strong safety Troy Polamalu. Armani Hooker will be our backup. Isaiah Pryor will be our 3rd string. And then Ibrahim Campbell. I kind of want to keep you on here because you're a legend and you're a fan favorite, but you're a 60 overall at 32 years old, so we might have to say goodbye to you 6 seasons in. You served us well early on, but I'm sorry. I'll give you a salute, and we'll send you on your merry way. You've gotten 4 Super Bowl rings, so there you go. You're welcome. Kicker's safe, punter's safe. And we have barely any draft picks. So that is the team as of day 2 of free agency. Now that I've done those cuts, I know I kind of have a feeling of what we need to do. We need to go for another linebacker maybe, either outside, right outside, or middle. If there's anybody here that piques the interest. Probably everybody that did pique the interest is gone. Actually, you know what? Shaq Thompson isn't that bad of a middle linebacker. I might be able to get him on a deal. Can I get him for $1 million? Is that a thing? A 1-year, $1 million deal for Shaq Thompson. That's just disgusting if I could get him for that. And then right outside linebacker... who do I like here? I don't really like anybody that's up for free agency. Pete Werner. We had Pete Werner, and we got rid of him. Tim Williams is a decent option as a backup. Brenton Cox, a rookie. No, not really feeling him. We don't need anybody on the line anymore. I figured out that. Corner is all good. Safety is all good. I think the only thing we would need... What are we looking at wide receiver again? We're still waiting on Julio Jones. We're still waiting on Julio. But do we try to offer somebody else just in case? Just in case he doesn't come in. T.Y. Hilton is here. You know what? I'm going to go in for T.Y. on a cheap deal. Just because he's here, and in case we don't get Julio, we have a speedy receiver. I know he's a little bit older, but running back we're still good on. And yeah, let's simulate to the next day of free agency. See if we bring in any of those guys. Hopefully we do. I would assume so. Nobody else was offering them any deals, so... And we get Shaq Thompson for $1 million. That's an absolute steal. We get T.Y. Hilton and we get Julio Jones. So I was not expecting that. But it is what it is. So we have 2 more wide receivers to add to the depth chart. Let's go check out the roster now. We're probably going to have to trade a wide receiver. Yeah, we have Moss, Johnson as our 1-2, Rondale as a slot, Julio and Julian Fleming as our 4 and 5, and then we have T.Y. at a 78 overall. So how many big body guys do we have? We have 1, 2, 3 big bodied guys, and then Julian Fleming and Rondale Moore. What's Julian Fleming's abilities? He runs sharper routes. Okay. What's T.Y.'s speed looking like at his age? He's looking at 89 overall. So Josh Gordon is the odd man out. But I don't want to get rid of him. I don't want to get rid of Josh Gordon because he's been so clutch for us in the season, during the season. So he's still got good speed. He's still got good acceleration. He's still got good catching. Actually, his catching's 75. It's not as good as I thought it was. Oh, Josh Gordon, you might be getting cut, or at least traded. You might be getting traded. And then I'm probably going to trade. Although Noah Fant's got 90 speed. I didn't know that. I didn't know Noah Fant had 90 speed. I might be trading one of you two. One of you two probably, or both of you might be getting traded. And then on the ends, these 2 guys are safe. Like I said earlier, you're getting put on the practice squad, I think. And then you are getting cut, probably, and you're getting cut, probably. Actually, you might be put on the practice squad. Ellis Cheeks put on the practice squad, and then these 3 guys will be there. Dallas Gant probably on the practice squad. I'm going to keep simulating. I think we've spent enough money in free agency. Let's keep going. I kind of want to see where Justin Herbert signs. That'd be interesting. Hopefully he signs on a team that we can play in the Super Bowl. Upgrade players is probably just Calvin Johnson. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the draft. We don't have any picks until the 5th round of the draft, but that never hurt us. We don't need draft picks. Returning from injury, Daxton Hill is back. I didn't know he was hurt, but I guess he's back, so that's good. He can start the season for us. Let's see, where did Justin Herbert sign? Justin Herbert didn't sign anywhere. Justin Herbert remains unsigned. A lot of big-name quarterbacks remain unsigned. Len Dawson, former Chiefs quarterback, well, not in here, but in real life, he was a former Chiefs quarterback. Ken Stabler, the Snake, is still a free agent. Andrew Luck is still a free agent. Vinny Testaverde, we brought him in last season and then traded him. Russell Wilson still a free agent. DeAndre Swift, Deshaun Watson, Sony Michel. There's a lot of good players that have remained unsigned. I wonder why they went unsigned. We could get some big return for those people. We could sign, you know what we could do? We could cheese. We could be real cheesy right here and cheese the system. We could sign Justin Herbert back to the team and then trade him because we got a first-round pick for him last time we traded him. Could we get a better player for him? That's a thing to think about. Let's just simulate the draft because we aren't gonna keep any of the guys that are on our team. They're all going to be scrubs anyway from the 5th round on, so they're not really anything major. But that's a big thing to think about right there. Do we sign these players that made it to free agency just to trade them? I think that could work out for us in the long run. Draft recap, who did we bring in? What are some of these guys overall? Look at this. 58 overall, 57, 60, 58, 53, 56, 53, 57. These guys are absolutely hot trash. None of them are staying on the team. Get out of my sight. All of you guys are horrible. You're not staying on the team. Get out of my sight. Sidney McFarland's garbage. Actually, he's the best player that we drafted at a 60 overall. You're a scrub. You're a scrub as well. You're definitely a scrub. 56 overall right guard. Get out of my life. Steve Bonner out of Oklahoma State. No, thank you. And Dennis Williams, a corner out of Hawaii. You are also a scrub. So we don't want any of those guys. Let's adjust the roster, see what we got going on here. We got quarterbacks. Good on quarterback. Running back, probably getting rid of Chuba Hubbard. I'm sorry, bro, but you're 58 overall. So I like your name, but you're getting cut. I'm probably going to trade James White and put you on the practice squad. Can I put you on the practice squad just yet? No, I can't put you on the practice squad just yet. Wide receiver, I still haven't decided what I want to do with Josh Gordon yet. Probably trading you two, most likely, unless I keep one of you and trade. Oh, I don't know what to do. Noah Fant has 90 speed for a tight end. I didn't realize he had that much speed as a tight end. That's crazy. Offensive line's fine. Okay. That is going to be the end of this episode. I don't think it's as long as my other ones, but that's okay. It's just off season, so it doesn't really matter. But in the next episode, we'll play week 1 of the regular season. Off camera, I will clear up all the space that we need. We have 62 players. I will get it down to 53 like always, and I will make all the changes, the roster adjustments that I need to do. I will also, seeing all these people here, look at these guys. I mean, you've got two 96 overall quarterbacks. You've got all these 80 overall plus quarterbacks. Running backs, you've got some tremendous names here. Wide receiver, A.J. Brown made it to the free agency. He didn't get signed. Tight end is good. Left end, not really anything here that I could trade. Okay, so maybe it's just quarterbacks. Quarterbacks and probably Matt Breida and Philip Lindsay and Austin Eckler. So there's 3 running backs that I could sign, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 9 total players that I have the possibility of signing and trading away for either better players. I could probably get at least a 99 overall for these 2 quarterbacks right here. Probably. I don't know who I would go for, but plus I have people on my own team that I could trade, like James White and a couple other people that I probably are going to trade. Josh Gordon probably going to trade. So I'm probably most likely about 96% sure that I'm going to sign all these guys, these 9 guys, and then trade them. I'm not going to keep on the team. Like, that wouldn't be cool. I'm not going to sign... Oh, they're mostly all quarterbacks anyway, so... But I'm not going to keep Matt Breida, Philip Lindsay, or any of these guys on the team. I'm going to trade them away for either draft picks or better players, because these guys definitely should be on a team. So that's not... I'm doing the league a favor by signing these guys and then trading them away. So I don't know why they made it to free, or why they made it past free agency and didn't get signed. So that's what I'm going to be doing in the off-camera part of the series. And then next time you see me, we will be back in the regular season, week 1 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first time we've played the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's good. I like playing different teams because it's year 6 of this series. So We got to get some fresh faces, That's why this offseason was such a big one, because I brought in a lot of fresh faces, and I want to change. I don't want to change up the series, but I want to freshen it up. It's been kind of stale. I feel like I don't want it to get stale. So that's why I wanted the free agency to be so big, and that's why I want this new season to be. I want to play whole new teams. Let's check the schedule. We can probably do that real quick. I clicked the wrong thing. I always do that because it used to be in the same thing, I think. Team schedule, yeah. So, Bears regular season. We play the Jaguars week 1. We play... midway point of the season's 2 teams we always play. Packers and Panthers. I don't want to do that. Maybe I simulate to week 9 and we play the Texans, because we haven't played the Texans yet. Or have we? Yeah, we played them in the Super Bowl. That's right. The Texans were the team that beat us. Maybe we do that and we play the team that beat us in the Super Bowl. Okay, so I'm just thinking of things in my head right now. We're going to play the Jaguars week 1. That's obviously going to happen because that's week 1 of the regular season. And then I'm going to simulate all the way to week 9, and we will play the Texans in a Super Bowl rematch of 2 seasons ago. And then we will go to week 17 and we will play the Detroit Lions as the last game of the season. So if you guys are super excited for the beginning of Season 6, then make sure you smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and the subscription button while you're down there. Do the Trinity, complete it, and it only takes you like 3 seconds max. So you might as well do it. I mean, it helps me out, and I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the regular season. See ya!